Today's big news. Kody and Robyn Brown drops bombshell. Sister Wives Season 19. Robyn Brown's influence over Kody Brown and her attempt to define the core family may have worked for years, but cracks are starting to show in their dynamic. As Kody begins to see the broader issues Robyn's approach has caused, his relationships with his older children continue to suffer. Throughout the long-running series Sister Wives, Kody's focus has shifted almost entirely to Robyn and their children, leaving his other wives and their families feeling abandoned. This shift reached a breaking point during Sister Wives Season 17 when Kody Brown decided to leave Kody, setting off a chain reaction that ultimately led to Janelle Brown and Meri Brown reevaluating and ending their marriages with him. By the time Season 19 aired, the once tightly knit plural family was unrecognizable. Kody, now living as a monogamist with Robyn, has had to face the fallout of years of neglect toward his older children and ex-wives. Viewers have seen Kody trying to settle into his new reality, where he has just one wife and limited relationships with his older kids. His ex-wives, Kody, Janelle, and Meri, have united with their children to form a stronger, more independent front, effectively sidelining Kody from their lives. While Kody's behavior has often contributed to this estrangement, Robyn's actions and vision of what constitutes the core family have played a significant role in creating these divisions. For years, Robyn seemed to position herself and her children as the center of Kody's world, often at the expense of his other wives and their children. Robyn's idea of a core family, one that primarily includes herself, Kody, and her children, left little room for his older kids from his marriages with Kody, Janelle, and Meri. This narrow focus has fueled resentment and distance. Kody's older children, feeling ignored and undervalued, have pulled back from their father. As a result, their strained relationships have become a key storyline in the current season. Kody's changing behavior in Season 19 has been eye-opening for many fans. He appears to be grappling with new realizations about his family dynamics and the role he played in alienating his older kids. His ex-wives, particularly Kody and Janelle, have been vocal about Kody's lack of effort in maintaining relationships with their children. These revelations have sparked significant fan discussions about accountability and the long-term consequences of Kody's actions. One of the most significant shifts in Sister Wives Season 19 has been the strength and unity displayed by Kody's ex-wives and their children. Kody and Janelle have become particularly close, often sharing updates about their lives and spending quality time together. Their children, who once felt marginalized, now have a stronger support system that no longer revolves around Kody. This newfound independence has empowered Kody and Janelle to thrive outside of their marriages, with both women pursuing new opportunities and prioritizing their happiness. Meanwhile, Kody has been left to contend with his limited role in the lives of his older children. Many of these relationships have become distant, with some of his kids openly expressing their frustration with him. While Kody has occasionally shown regret, his tendency to blame others, including his ex-wives, has made reconciliation difficult. Fans have noticed that Kody's introspection often falls short, as he struggles to fully acknowledge his responsibility in the family's breakdown. Robyn, for her part, has maintained her position as Kody's primary support system, but her role in the family's fractures has not gone unnoticed. Many viewers believe that Robyn's vision of the core family excluded Kody's older children and that her influence over Kody created a wedge between him and his other wives. While Robyn has occasionally expressed a desire for the family to come together, her actions have often contradicted these sentiments, leaving fans skeptical of her intentions. As Sister Wives Season 19 unfolds, the consequences of Kody's choices and Robyn's influence continue to take center stage. The series has shown how the family's once unified structure has been dismantled, leaving Kody to navigate a much smaller world with Robyn. At the same time, his ex-wives and their children are thriving without him, highlighting the resilience and strength they've found outside of his shadow. For viewers, the ongoing drama serves as a reminder of the importance of balance, communication, and accountability in any family dynamic. Kody Brown's relationship with Robyn Brown has long been acknowledged as his most important, but it has come at the expense of his connections with his older children. Over the years, it's become increasingly evident that Kody's prioritization of Robyn and her children, including those from her previous marriage, has worsened his relationships with the kids from his other marriages. Robyn's influence has played a significant role in this dynamic, as she has often pushed Kody to focus solely on her immediate family, leaving his older children feeling neglected and disconnected. This has created deep fractures within the family, many of which remain unresolved. Robyn has been a driving force in shaping Kody's priorities, convincing him to dedicate his time and energy to her and their shared children while making minimal efforts to engage with his other kids. Her insistence on being the center of Kody's attention has caused him to neglect meaningful connections with his older children, further straining those relationships. By prioritizing Robyn's wishes, Kody has essentially ignored the needs of his other children, allowing these bonds to deteriorate over time. Robyn's influence has extended to discouraging Kody from taking any proactive steps to mend these broken relationships, instead placing the onus on his older kids to reach out if they desire a reconciliation. While Robyn has made it clear that she's not invested in Kody rebuilding his relationships with his older children, Kody has expressed a willingness to repair these bonds, but only if his children take the initiative. Kody has stated that he would be open to reconnecting with his older kids if they show an interest, but he insists that the responsibility for making the first move lies with them. This stance has drawn criticism from fans and observers, who believe that as the father, Kody should take the lead in mending these relationships rather than expecting his children to shoulder the burden. Kody's approach to his fractured family relationships has been marked by a reluctance to extend an olive branch. Instead of actively trying to bridge the gaps, he has maintained that his children must come to him first, allowing him to evaluate whether their efforts are genuine. This passive approach has only deepened the divide, as many of his older kids feel abandoned and unsupported. By refusing to take accountability for his role in the family's estrangement, Kody has further alienated his children, making the prospect of reconciliation more challenging. The dynamic between Kody and his older children reflects broader issues within his marriage to Robyn and his approach to family relationships. Robyn's influence has not only shaped Kody's priorities but also created a barrier to healing within the family. Her actions and attitudes have discouraged Kody from taking meaningful steps to reconnect with his children, instead reinforcing a narrative where the responsibility lies solely with them. This has left Kody's older kids feeling isolated and undervalued, compounding the hurt caused by years of neglect.